It's me. I'm live at the Guitar Kernel again. And as you can see, it's insanely packed. I'll just give you a shop tour. We're going to have a look around. Actually, this is supposed to be a guitar stories video, and I'll tell a few guitar stories in a minute. Excuse me, sir. More people. Hi, everyone.
G'day.
Sing out if you need me.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's get down to business. It's Guitar Stories, Episode 3. Guitar Stories, Episode 3. Oh, I'm following you. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the outrageously rated Guitar Stories 3. Guitar Stories, man, goddammit. We have some people on. Devon and Sauce has joined. Hello, Devon and Sauce. JDM is on. Hi, JDM. Daz Critter and Prattley Guitars are on. And Wibbo Yoda is on. Yoda, hi Yoda. Trav Munro is on. All right, let's get down to business. You may have seen Brent yesterday, and we discovered that there's two Brents in the world. One in Sydney and one here. Same name, they look exactly the same. Now, oh my God, Guitar Stories 3. This is Michael Zap. What's your Instagram? I have to put it close because I don't have a...
I am at Guitar Zap.
At Guitar Zap. He's a nice young man. Now, oh my God, what have you brought in today, Michael? Where should we start?
Well, let's start down here.
Okay, I'm going to go in. You have to come close because I don't have a mic. So
That's all right.
I will.
So, what we're
have we
looking
got?
at here is 1963 Les Paul. Not an SG yet, although very shortly after this they switched to becoming SGs.
Wow.
Still Les Paul. Still says Les Paul on the top there. Also has a PAF in the neck, so very, very late for a PAF, so you usually don't see PAFs at this point.
Now, for people that didn't realize this,
Smooth heel.
when the SG... wow. And so they came out with a smooth heel. That's not a mod.
That's not a mod.
Amazing.
I always like to think that that's in the factory. Each person had their own way they like to finish the heel. You see some that have a step, some that have quite a big step, some that are a little bit smoothed over, and some that are very smooth. And I think it's like a signature of someone in the factory at that time.
That's amazing.
That's what I do.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And for folks that didn't realize this, when the SG came out originally, it was called a Les Paul. And I don't think Les Paul didn't like it. Is that the story?
Well, there's a bunch of reasons. Supposedly, like that's what he started saying later on. However, at the time, he also was going through a pretty messy divorce, and apparently he did not want the benefits of his relationship with Gibson going to Mary Ford. So there is a few competing stories, but I think it's safe to say, like, it's also worth noting that both Les and Mary wore very proudly their Les Paul SG body styles.
Did you know that his wife tried to kill him and went before the judge, and the judge looked at the notes, first offender, and she said, no, first it was a Gibson. And then it was a Fender. Thank you. Now, Michael, okay, that's amazing. So 1963 Les Paul, aka it's an SG. It's an SG. And for sale here, 50% off, or
Yeah.
It's a keeper.
Mention my name at Woolies and
3 letters, Zap, for 50% off. So this is in your private collection.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
cool. Now I have a terrible feeling that I'm seeing a 69 custom here. I might hand that to my lovely assistant Brent Duxbury 2. And let's continue on. Who else has joined? Hang on, I have
Is this a real one?
That's a real one.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that.
That looks nice on you, Brent. Very fetching. Who else is on? We've got the last Meridian Press joined. Hello. Emmanuel Baboud. Hello, Emmanuel. She is my French friend. We're related. Yeah. Up in Sydney. She doesn't realise that. Owen Dowling is on. Hello. Bonjour. And it's Reg. Hi, Reg. That's a good Aussie name. All right. something that's not Aussie. What is this, Michael Zap?
So, this one's kind of a, well, it's a turd. I didn't call it a turd.
Okay.
But it's affectionately best known as part of the Joe Bonamassa and Charlie
What?
Daltrey turd collection.
Oh,
So
wow.
there's a lot of photos back when it was in that collection of it with Old Red, which is of course now Jared James Nichols' primary guitar. So they're kind of siblings. They used to hang out together a
So
lot.
this is the
It's a
affectionately known.
Her name's Rosie. She's
Rosie.
been known as Rosie across the interwebs for a while.
Yes.
She's a 62, also Les Paul,
Yes.
but very much gone through quite a lot of sadness. So originally bought by Nick Conti of Guitar Center,
Yeah.
then sold to Southside in New York.
Amazing.
Southside sold it to Chicago Music Exchange,
Amazing.
where they finally pulled it all together as you see it.
Is that so? You got this from Chicago?
No.
Oh.
Then Joe Bonamassa and Charlie Daltrey bought it for their turd pile.
You got this from
And
Joe
then I bought
Bonamassa?
this off Joe Bonamassa.
What?
So you can
Oh
see
my
it's
god!
got
Okay, let's bend down.
the Nerdville tag, buy, sell, trade, mostly buy.
Wow,
Some
at that.
details, please return.
that's cool.
Cool things. It's known Rosie obviously for these decals, which have been on there from the 60s, likely. Like they're so deeply set into the finish, you could
Wow.
not remove them. They're load bearing now, I guess.
Oh wow!
Load bearing decals.
Wow.
But in 62, this would have come with a sideways vibrola, similar to the 63 that we saw.
Yeah.
And would have had PAFs. These PAFs are long gone. Southside pulled them out at the time because the guitar was a bit of a mutt, so they thought they should go somewhere else. But it's got two Tim Shaws and a T-top, so
Nice.
not a bad set.
Tim
And
Shaws are good.
They sound awesome.
And T-tops are good. I like
And the Maestro vibrola would have been seen on a 64 or a 65 example, but it's been put on here. It's made to work. Still Les Paul.
Wow.
Says Les Paul here, and Les Paul Custom on the truss rod. On the cover here above the pickups.
And if you've just tuned in, SGs were originally known as Les Pauls.
That's right.
And here's another one.
So
amazing.
How is this different to the standards? So custom, you get gold hardware, so fancy ebony board. You get more binding, so 5-ply around the headstock on these. You also get the big mother of pearl block inlays, which weren't actually real mother of pearl. A lot of people don't realize.
Yes.
And you of course get a third pickup in the middle. And the setup on these is not what you think. If you aren't familiar with the 3 pickup setup, the 50s and 60s setup, neck position is the neck pickup, bridge position is just the bridge pickup, middle position is actually not the middle pickup, it's both of these pickups together.
Oh,
So you get an out of phase sound, which is quite a unique thing. Sometimes they get changed. You know, there is like Jimmy Page wiring and all these kinds of things that happen. So anyway,
Wow!
that's a 62
wow!
custom.
Wow! That's amazing. It's that more technology than my mind can handle. That's for the third pickup. Who else is on? We've got Matty Gavin, Deluxe 12, Yong Wing, Sutton Levy, Bookish Smiles. Bookish just bought the blue Telecaster.
Oh, congratulations.
Hello, congratulations.
Good guitar.
Jacob Lee, there we go. Can everyone hear us out there okay? Just write a comment. It says my volume's down. I hope not. That would be bad. That would be bad. Moving on. Oh my god.
What's this old piece of crap?
Oh, and we've got a special right at the end. Do I need to turn my volume up here? I don't know.
All right. So 50. Ooh.
They can hear us. All right, that's good.
Excellent.
Phew. What is this, Michael?
Well, this is a all original 53 Les Paul Gold Top.
Wow. Okay,
Probably
let's
one
have
of
a
the earliest to have a wrap tail. Originally, they would have come with a trapeze, and actually you still see trapezes into up to mid 53. So late 53, very cool. Still all the original frets, which I'm probably going to be the one to have to change.
Oh,
But
yes.
that's okay. We survived. Still plays cool. And I've put on a pigtail stop tail, although I have the original at home, just so that I can play it live. Because
You play this live?
I've played it live. You
But
have
now,
to.
Michael, who are you playing with? it's someone kind of famous now. She's doing all right.
Well. She hasn't got a daytime job, but she's doing all right.
That's all right.
She does
See?
have a daytime job. I'm playing with Anya Alchemy.
Anya Alchemy.
So she's pretty cool. But I also
we can come and see you and these guitars occasionally with Anya Alchemy.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, that's correct.
That's amazing.
But yeah, 53, very cool.
Wow.
Exactly what you want.
Look at that. Holy smokes. Hi from Bathurst. Hi, Mark Evans. Hi, Trav Munro. Would you like, are we sending this to Bathurst?
Let's send it to Bathurst.
Let's go.
I reckon Bathurst needs this.
Hot lap it. In your old, what are you driving? What's that classic old car?
I drive a 1979 Toyota Celica Coupe.
Let's push it to the limit.
Let's push it. I actually did, and now I've got a $2,000 mechanics bill.
That's
what happens.
All right.
But very cool, small
Blue
headstock, low logo, characteristic of the time.
53 Les Paul, and you know what? You just walk into the Guitar Kernel shop and you see this stuff all the time.
I live here.
That's all.
I've moved in.
Michael, if you look out through the window, people, you can see another building and another window, and that is where Michael lives.
I'm the gremlin of Hawthorne.
He peers through and then sees a little Gibson headstock and then rushes over. All right, now the pièce de résistance, or the last one. Michael, and this, now we need help. We need some help. We're appealing to the viewers for help on this guitar, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But what is it,
It is
Michael?
end of financial year, so we are once again appealing to all of you.
Please help us. Help me buy it. No. So what have we got, Michael? What have we got?
So we're looking at a 1964 Epiphone Casino.
Wow. All right. It's going to hold it for us. Lovely.
Exactly what you want if you're buying a casino, because, of course, it's Beatles era casino. What you don't see very often is vintage casinos with a natural top. Of course, the most famous one is John Lennon's.
John Lennon.
Although apparently they all refinished theirs natural because they went to India and someone said that guitars are going to sound better if they're completely sanded with no finish.
Wow.
What's different though?
That's what LSD in India does to your brain.
What's different is, of course, the Beatles ones were actually sanded all over, and they didn't get a clear coat. They were just sanded.
Wow.
So if you ever do see the actual John Lennon one, which I think is still on display somewhere, you won't see this shiny clear coat. You'll see more of just like a natural bare guitar.
Wow.
So this one's kind of different. And you might think, someone bought a vintage casino and wanted to be cool like John Lennon.
Like John Lennon.
But no.
No.
In this case, some Australian man who bought this new Timpan Alley in the 60s went to polish the finish.
That's the story.
And accidentally destroyed some of the finish, so he took it in and got it redone in natural, because I presume that would have been cheaper than getting a nice finish done. This
is where we're appealing to the folks out there. So if you look at the front page of our website, you will see me and a dog and that guitar, this precise guitar. So yes, I know. I sad. I tried to buy an exact copy of her.
A vintage reissue.
A vintage
a Murphy Lab.
A Murphy Lab, heavy aged. So Panda, poor little Shih Tzu puppy that they tried to age. But and we had a gentleman. Now there is a Little River Band story attached to this guitar, so we'll talk about that in a second. And but the original owner, the Englishman who came into the shop many years ago and said, "Oi, Gov, that's my old bloody guitar, isn't it?" And he brought it into Australia and he sold it to Graham Goebbels from Little River Band, who was it Mississippi?
It was Mississippi at the time. And here's a picture of Graham playing the guitar
Goebbels
at Sunbury 72 or 3.
What?
I got to find the shirt to complete the set.
Oh, and how cool was that this morning? John Dallymore comes in and he basically played at Sunbury.
Yeah.
So we're talking Sunbury. Amazing.
He played the set before that photo.
There you go.
Presumably.
It's incredible. But I'm looking for the Englishman who brought this into the country. You have been into the shop, sir. You told me all about it, and I want you to come back
Let me buy you lunch or dinner or something. Let's chat about this guitar.
Do you like McDonald's? Come on in. A Big Mac.
I'll
Haven't
cook
had a
you
Big Mac in so long.
A nice Wagyu steak.
Wagyu steak. There you go. If you come in and tell us a bit more history about this 64 Casino,
Join my family. I'll adopt you.
You will be Michael's child.
Yes.
Or an old child, but that's all right if you're still going. Because you were old when you came in. I'm not saying you looked old, but you were old. Let's face it. All right. Travis Actual is on. Incredible, says Travis Actual. Do you know Travis' actual name is
Not Travis?
Travis Winters?
Oh.
Yeah, he's a blues guy.
Oh.
But I just don't believe that. I don't, because that's like you went to your computer and said, I need the best blues name of all time. Just generate me one. And it's like, ching, ching, ching. Travis Winters.
Travis Winters.
Travis Winters. Cool. Amazing. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Brent Duxbury, too. Thank you, Michael. And again, if you know the person who owned that 64 Casino, if you're out there, sir, I really want you to come in. Please come in.
Well, just email. Or reach
Just
out.
email. Just reach out.
Anything. Yeah.
Because I think you said, I think you had a scrapbook on it, and that's how you knew all about it. So he is the one who removed the finish.
That's
and
right.
Made a mistake.
That's okay.
So
it is so
You're
iconic
forgiven.
and
You're
cool.
there you
and
go.
we wouldn't have been able to connect it to Grand Gable or Mississippi or Sunbury if it wasn't like that. So
There you go.
It is unique, special, and probably, by the way, the first Epiphone Casino to be refinished natural. So by the timeline, it would beat out the Beatles on
There
that
you go.
front. So,
There you go.
Very cool.
Beatles have been beaten.
They have.
All right, folks, if you just tuned in, this was Guitar Stories 3 with Michael Zap and Brent Duxbury 2. So there are 2 Brent Duxburys. And we'll just do a recap. That is a 63
Yep.
Red SG.
All original.
All original.
Turd pile, Joe Bonamassa.
Turd pile Joe
62.
Bonamassa 62
Custom.
SG Custom with his,
Les Paul Custom.
and that's a 53 Les Paul.
53 Les Paul, gold top.
And this, of course, is the Little River Band Mississippi
64.
64 Casino. Amazing. Thank you, Michael. I'm so happy that you came in.
Oh,
We love you. We love you. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And Simone Vax, are you Simon the anti-vaxxer? Is that? I might have read that wrong. There's an anti-vaxxer on. Oh my God. All right, we have to run. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Well, bye for now. I just have to figure out how to end the video. End now.